could a movie with this cast, this director, a premise that involves kicking Hitler's butt, and a title like The Monuments Men be anything less than monumental? The Monuments Men is directed by George Clooney and stars him, Matt Damon, Jean Dujardin, John Goodman, Bob Balaban, Bill Murray, Cate Blanchett. This cast is absurdly great, and this is a movie that has a lot of great noble intentions. It tells the true story of very brave men who went into enemy lines when the Nazi war was raging to rescue art pieces that Hitler was hell-bent on stealing to create this Fuhrer museum. This story is based on things that really did happen. I mean, Hitler took everything from people, especially their valuables. To me, The Monuments Men was a sure bet. I mean, I've really liked George Clooney's films in the past. Ides of March I thought was fantastic. Obviously the acting pedigree in the movie is great. The trailers look good. And then it got pushed back to February when it was originally going to come out more around Oscar time. And they were saying it had something to do with special effects and needing them to be completed. And, you know, some people were like, well, I don't know now. And I gotta say, this movie's kind of a letdown. I was very disappointed by this movie. This movie is actually pretty bland and kind of boring, to be honest. This is the kind of film where as you're watching it, it feels like a whole bunch of exposition, as if, okay, we're leading up to the point where the movie starts. Oh, okay, in this scene we're leading up to the point where the movie starts. Oh, okay, we're now 70 minutes into the movie and it still feels like it hasn't really started yet. That's not a good feeling. Now, as I said, the true story of what happened to these guys is completely noble. The film has great intentions. I wouldn't say it's an offensive film at all. If anything, it's actually a little too sweet. I understand that it's going for a more crowd-pleasing, happy vibe, but unfortunately the film comes off a little bit too melodramatic because of that at times, and I really just feel like the characters in the film were very dull. I didn't really care about anybody. I didn't really see anyone that wasn't, oh, that's George Clooney running right there. Oh, that's Matt Damon. Oh, that's, you know, John Goodman with a gun. It's like none of it really felt like I was watching actual characters. It just felt like I was watching a whole bunch of famous people having a good time acting. Here, it felt like I really needed some characters, and this just felt like a great assemblage of A-list actors that weren't really portraying characters. And it's not any fault of their acting talent. It's actually the script. The script's characters just weren't really that fleshed out. They felt very cookie-cutter, one-dimensional to me. There are great aspects to this movie. It looks very nice, although I do think it should have been edited more tightly to preserve a better pacing. The acting is great, especially Cate Blanchett. I would say she's the one character in this movie that truly did feel like a character, and I didn't really see Cate Blanchett as much as I saw her character, and I think she did a very good job in this movie. The score is really good. The story is interesting. I was definitely invested in the story and what they were trying to do. I think it's a very, very cool story they have during this movie, but for the most part, the movie comes off as kind of bland. And that's unfortunately due to the fact that the film's script just doesn't feel as if it has the weightiness that it should. The direction is a little bit slack, and unfortunately, I gotta give The Monuments Men a C+. I think it could have been a lot better than it was. The acting is good. I just didn't really see any characters in the movie. But it still is an enjoyable film that perhaps one day you could rent and watch and enjoy. So guys, if you saw The Monuments Men, what did you think of it? Let me know below, and as always, if you like this, you can click right here and get Stuckmanized. So guys, as I mentioned last month in my review for Her, the website audible.com has decided they like my videos. They could have picked other people's videos, but they like mine. They want to sponsor me. They want to help me. They also want to help you. Through me, they're allowing anyone who wants to download a free audiobook of their choice for any book that they find interesting. They gave me my own custom URL. That's audible.com/Chris. It's literally no requirement to you. You can do whatever you want. If you want to listen to one of your favorite books and have a famous person read it to you, you can. I listened to Carrie by Sissy Spacek. It was great. That's audible.com/Chris if you want to check that out. Thanks as always, guys.